What's going on, everybody? Jericho Green. I'm here to savage those ear holes once again. And I had no plans on doing a video about this. I really didn't. I figured, what needed to be said had already been said, but been hearing it a lot in the comment section, so I'll give my spin on things. Chicago, Jesus, H tap dancing Christ. 70 people shot, 12 dead in not even 2 days. It was like Saturday night, spilled over into Sunday. Man, what the fuck is going on in Chicago? Raham Emanuel, however you say that worthless fool's name, the mayor of Chicago, did a press conference. And I'm not sure what that dude does. Like, I think he might be spending most of his time underneath his desk in the fetal position crying, because he ain't doing a damn thing with that city. But he did a press conference about it, of course, and said all the classic things. Oh, we're responsible for this. We need to come together as a community. Blah 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 blah. More bullshit. Did you know that last year 17% of murder cases were cleared? Meaning either they closed the case or there's a suspect that they have that needs to be arrested. 17%. So that means the overwhelming majority, 83%, I believe to be exact, if my public school education hasn't failed me, go unsolved. So why not shoot a bunch of people? Nothing's going to happen. Nobody's going to come visit you. Nobody's going to come get you. The don't snitch policy, snitches get stitches, all that bullshit. Well, that's what happens. They can't solve these crimes because nobody wants to say anything. And of course, Raham Emanuel, and they also have the shift chief or some other fool, some other clown up there talking about, well, there's over 5,500 stolen guns on the streets of Chicago. This was their main point. That's what they kept harping on, 5,500 stolen guns on the streets of Chicago. So I guess if there's a bunch of guns, we got to pick them up and shoot people with them, right? You got to pick him up and shoot a fucking 11-year-old when he's at a block party, right? Look, man, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. When people say that, well, drugs are there, that don't mean you got to sell them. Guns are there, that don't mean you got to fucking shoot them. If somebody brought a fucking crate full of loaded semi-automatic weapons right now and dropped it in my fucking kitchen, that doesn't mean I'm going to pick it up and go outside and start shooting my neighbors. That's some dumb shit. But you know what is the common thread through all of these cities, all these violent places in America, all these places riddled with poverty and crime? I'll say it real slow because I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it until people take it seriously. Single parent fucking homes. You have, in some of these projects in Chicago and other places in the country, 80 to 90% single parent homes. Some of these projects are 100% single parent fucking homes. Do people not get that shit? That's the common thread through all of this. All of these places have high numbers of single parent homes. It's called the foundation. If that's not solid, whatever you build on top of it is going to fail. Oh, well, my mom was a single mom. Look at me. Yeah, you're the fucking exception, not the rule. You're what they call anecdotal evidence. That doesn't undo the fact that most people who come from these situations are born into a life of poverty and violence. So because you live there, you got to lay down and have 6, 7, 8 kids by 6, 7, 8 dudes, different dudes, in a fucking war zone? Your kids are sitting here crawling around on the floor because there's bullets flying through the fucking window? Single parent homes is the cause of all of this. It's the cause of all the strife and grief in the black community. See, back in the day, we didn't have as many single parent homes, so we didn't have as much crime. In the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, up until the civil rights movement, up until the war on poverty started, we were just about even with white people as far as kids born out of wedlock and crime rate. But then the government came in, started incentivizing women to kick the man out of the house after you get pregnant, and the government will take care of you. I'll be your man. Get that fool out of here, man. Here, matter of fact, I'll make it easy to lock his ass up. You keep spitting out these babies. We'll keep kicking you a check. You keep putting out these violent ass little thugs. They'll keep killing each other. We keep arresting them. So on and so forth. Vicious cycle. Once you break down the family, you don't have shit. Black folks right now, almost 75% of kids are born to single parent homes. You don't see nothing wrong with that? You don't see a correlation between the two? You got mom at home, if she's even home. She's working 2, 3, 4 jobs. She can't be there to watch you. She can't be there to teach you. So she sends you over to grandma's house. Well, her old ass can't keep up. Kids are for the young. 70 people shot and 12 dead on a fucking weekend in a major American city in Chicago. Chicago, Chirac. Jesus fucking Christ, Obama. That's supposed to be your crown jewel. That's your hometown. You didn't do shit. Hey, man, I say Trump. Remember that movie, was it The Siege with Denzel Washington and Bruce Willis? Man, you better get the National Guard up in there and stay to curfew. Start rounding these wild motherfuckers up. And you know what? Speaking of rounding these motherfuckers up, zero arrests have been made. 75% of these crimes go unsolved because people don't want to talk. Here's how it goes in Chicago and other violent ass communities in America. Pow, pow, pow. Woo, 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 woo. Did you guys see anything? Nope. I didn't see shit. Oh, protest. We need less violence. Stop killing each other. Blah, blah, blah. Well, then turn these motherfuckers in so they can go to jail. The message gets out. You do this, you get in trouble. Maybe it'll stop some of it. But you know what'll stop it all? Get married before you have a fucking baby. Hello? A stable home life is the key to everything. 70% of all juvenile offenders are what? Products of single parent homes. Across the board. Fix the family, you fix everything else. I'm not done with the left. They keep doing stupid shit like this. I'm Jericho Green. I'm out.